The gods have spoken once before. The time has come.
They said the night he was born, even the moon refused to hide. Lightning cracked across the sky again and again, and the clouds burned red as if the heavens themselves were on fire. Goats kicked in their sleep. Roosters crowed, though it was still dark. And from the heart of the blacksmith's wife came a cry, a newborn's cry, strong, sharp, and full of heat. That was the night Aanu was born. The night the gods sent a boy who carried fire in his heart. From the first moment he opened his eyes, people in Ijara village knew he was not like other children. His eyes glowed faintly like hot embers. When he laughed, the air grew warm. But when he cried, the wind turned hot and dry, and even the leaves trembled.
Please, let my child's fire not burn him before he becomes a man.
His mother, Ireti, would hold him close and whisper to the gods, "Please, let my child's fire not burn him before he becomes a man." Anu's father, Baba Ogunleye, was the village blacksmith, a man whose hands could shape iron as if it were soft yam. Every day, Aanu sat beside his father's forge, watching the flames dance as the hammer struck. "Papa," Aanu asked, "why does the fire listen to you?" His father smiled, wiping sweat from his brow. "It doesn't listen, my son. You must respect it. Fire gives life, but it can also take it." But Aanu was not afraid of fire. He reached for it, played with it, and once he even caught a coal in his hand. The others screamed, but the boy did not burn. The coal cooled as if it obeyed him. From that day, people began to whisper, "This boy is not ordinary. Perhaps Shango himself has marked him." As the years passed, Aanu's fire grew stronger. When he was happy, warmth spread through the air, and the villagers loved to sit near him during cold nights. But when he became angry, things broke. Pots cracked, flames flared, and sometimes sparks danced from his fingertips.
Your child is not of this world. He carries the spirit of our ancestors.
One day, Baba Faawale, the priest of the shrine, visited their home. He carried a calabash of cowries and kola nuts. He looked up slowly and said, "This child carries the breath of Shango, the god of thunder and fire. His heart is a forge of the gods, but if he does not learn control, his fire will consume this land." Ireti fell to her knees. "What must we do, Baba?" "He must travel to the mountain of Oke Ira," said the priest. "There sleeps Agbara Ina, the spirit of fire. Only there will the boy learn to balance the flame within him." But Aanu was only 10.
May the heavens hear our prayers and bring our son back to us.
His parents could not bear to send him away. They prayed instead that the fire would fade as he grew. But fire does not fade when it is born of destiny. When Aanu turned 13, misfortune struck. It was the dry season, when grass burns at a whisper and dust hangs like smoke. The boys were playing by the river bank when Akintude, a mischievous friend, mocked Aanu, calling him Fire Boy. Aonu's anger flared. Before anyone could blink, heat surged from his body. The dry gas caught flame.
Run! The village is burning! Help us, please help!
Children screamed and scattered. The fire spread like madness, swallowing trees, huts, and even the sky. By evening, 3 homes were gone. The smell of smoke covered the village.
Elders of the council, I beg you, show mercy to my son. He is young and did not understand the consequences of his actions.
That night, the elders gathered under the old Iroko tree. The people were afraid. "This boy is dangerous," shouted one. "He would destroy us all." Ireti pleaded. "He is just a child, but fear is louder than mercy."
The gods have spoken once before. The time has come.
At last, the priest stood. His voice was calm but heavy. "The gods have spoken once before. The time has come. Aanu must climb Oke Ira. If he survives, he will return with peace in his heart. If not, then the gods will reclaim their fire." Before dawn, Ireti packed roasted yam, palm oil and dried fish in a calabash and tied it in cloth. She pressed it into her son's hands. "My child," she said, tears falling, "the world may fear what it doesn't understand, but never fear yourself. Fire may burn, but it also gives light."
It is a heavy burden, but one you must carry.
His father, Baba Ogunleye, placed his blacksmith's hammer beside him. "You are my son. Walk with strength and remember, respect the fire." Aanu bowed, his heart heavy, and began his journey. The road to Oke Ira was long and cruel. The ground was cracked and hot. The trees bent low, as if whispering secrets. Each night, Aanu dreamed of a burning mountain and the voice calling his name. "Come, child of heat, come and find your heart." On the 4th day, he reached the foot of the mountain. The rocks glowed faintly, and the air smelled of ash. He climbed up until the sky turned red and the wind grew still. There, hidden behind smoke, was a cave. It pulsed with orange light. Aanu entered. Inside, the walls seemed alive, glowing, breathing. The deeper he walked, the hotter it became, until his skin felt like melting wax. Then, suddenly, he stepped into a great chamber of flame. Fire floated in the air like spirits.
You seek a spark of the divine, little one. Show me the strength of your heart.
And in the middle of it all stood a figure, tall, fierce, burning like the sun. "Who are you?" Aanu whispered. The voice that answered shook the cave. "I am Agbara Ina, the spirit of fire. You carry my breath, mortal child. Why do you fear me?" "I don't want to hurt people anymore," Aanu said. "I just want to live in peace." The spirit laughed, and the fire around him swirled like a storm. "You call me evil because you do not understand me. Fire destroys, yes, but it also gives life. It clears the land for new crops. It warms the cold. The fault is not in the flame, but in the heart that wields it." Aanu fell to his knees. "Then teach me." The spirit raised a hand and a wave of heat struck the boy. Pain exploded through him. Fire bursting from his chest, his hands, his eyes. He screamed. The fire burned him from the inside out. "Control it," thundered the spirit, "or be consumed." Aanu tried to breathe, but the flames choked him. He remembered his father's voice. "Respect the fire." He closed his eyes, focused on his heartbeat, and whispered, "I am not afraid." Slowly, the fire began to obey. The flames no longer burned. They flowed with him. They became part of his breath, part of his blood. Warm, calm, alive. The spirit's voice softened. "You have learned, child. Fire does not burn where the heart is pure." When Aanu opened his eyes, the cave was calm. The spirit had vanished, but a single golden flame hovered before him. It drifted into his chest and rested there, glowing faintly. The fire in his heart was no longer a curse, it was his strength.
Aanu, he has returned to us.
When Aanu returned to Ijara, the people gasped. His eyes glowed like sunrise, and his footsteps left warmth on the ground.
The gods have spared you.
The gods have taught me that power is not meant to rule Keld, but to serve.
The priest bowed deeply. "The gods have spared you." Aanu smiled. "No, Baba. The gods have taught me that power is not meant to rule, but to serve." From that day, he used his gift to help his people. He lit fires for the old and weak, warmed the forge for his father, and revived dying crops by heating the soil to life.
Just as the great Iroko stands firm against the storm, so must our spirits remain strong in the face of adversity.
Children followed him, calling him Aanu Ina, that is, Aanu of the fire. Even those who once feared him now bowed in respect. And under the same Iroko tree where they had judged him, Aanu taught the young ones. "Your anger," he told them, "is a kind of fire. If you feed it with pride, it will burn your home. But if you feed it with patience, it will light your path."
The drums grew silent as the hunter approached the cave entrance. He stopped, listening to the darkness, knowing he was not alone.
Years passed. Aanu became a wise man. His fire never left him, but it never ruled him again. Then came a year of drought. Rivers turned to dust. The people prayed to the gods, but the sky stayed silent. One evening, Aanu climbed Oke Ira again. He stood before the cave and spoke softly. "Agbara Ina, the power of flame, help your children. We do not ask for fire, we ask for rain." The mountain trembled and thunder answered. That night, the heavens opened and the rain fell. Cool, endless, healing.
We welcome the rain. Let it wash over us.
The people danced, praising both gods and man. Aanu raised his face to the sky, letting the water wash over his fire. And the elders said, "Truly, this boy was born to burn not the world, but darkness itself." Moral of the story: fire lives inside everyone. Not the one that burns wood, but the one that burns in the heart. Courage, anger, passion, love. If you don't learn to control it, it will destroy everything around you. But if you master it, it becomes your greatest strength, your light, your power, your gift. Respect your fire, and it will never harm you. Guide it with wisdom, and it will light your path through every darkness. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Baba Folktales for more stories of African wisdom and wonder. Share this tale with someone who carries fire in their heart, and remind them that true power lives in those who control it with love.